we're gonna do. We're gonna start the game.
All right, everybody. Hey, what's up a second that?
So right now we're gonna start game 2 between Neretic and Bblack. And it looks like Frank has a couple of words to say, or maybe not.
Just a service announcement. The Cultuurcafé will be closing unless you all go for a last drink right now and bring the glasses back before 11:30.
All right.
So if you want something to drink, go ahead now.
So after that nice announcement here by Frank, I think we're pretty much ready to go with this game. Right. So everyone who's still in the room, please give it up for our orange Protoss here in the top right of Cloud Kingdom, Neretic.
Swap players.
All right, probably. And in the bottom left, we have our green Zerg, Bblack.
Okay, you guys. Okay, I'm so excited because actually last game we saw a very interesting opening, and then Bblack turned it around. Actually, that was also quite a big comeback, I would say.
It was a wild game to say the least. You know, it was an unusual opening, maybe a bit more usual on the ladder, but hey, I don't play either Protoss or Zerg, so I wouldn't know. And actually, in terms of standard play, Neretic looks like he's going to be going for another Forge Fast Expand here with his pylon here thrown down. That is natural.
Do you think Bblack will once again try to get his hedge down on 15?
Well, I think he's learned his lesson past game. Probably going to go for 14 pool here.
Oh no, he's trying to get this hedge down again. Oh wow, will Neretic just do the same strategy?
Well, maybe he will. He isn't making a pool
now. He's putting down a pylon there. Oh my god,
but it gets spotted by the drone straight away. Hatchery goes down, so he is going to go hatch first once again. Quite risky. Pulling off drones here to chase the probe, which kind of negates the early economic advantage that a hatch first might give you. And the forge right now is halfway complete.
Yeah, so he's not even going to be able to build any cannons right now. He's just got to bide his time.
Well, if you look at the range of this pylon's warp field, he can actually warp in a cannon right here or at the top. So Bblack right now is doing his utmost best he can to keep this probe out of his base. Oh, and he's going to throw down one cannon, but he gets surrounded and he takes out the probe.
One probe is down. Give it up for Bblack. That was a great surround, and these three workers are gonna,
and the pylon gets cancelled, so this early aggression by Neretic is gonna get shut down really quickly, and Bblack pretty much gets away with his risky hatch first opening, throwing down his first Nexus on his own.
Exactly, Neretic also put down his Nexus, well, the spawning pool just started for Bblack, so he got it really late, decided to drone up a little bit. And he is not going to put any pressure on soon, I think.
Yeah, I really wonder what kind of opening we're going to see from both players. I mean, last game, mid-game was really passive, both of them just teching up. We might see some gritty play from either of the players. If I was a Zerg, I guess I would really try to take a third right now, which is exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, you read it so well. Very good, Wyman. Unbelievable.
So taking a third even before his spawning pool is finished, now that's gritty play if I ever saw it.
It is, but well, he has nothing to fear from right now because there are no probes on the map from Neretic.
Yeah, and this gateway isn't even finished, so there's really nothing that could even possibly attack this hatchery. I mean, there's nothing he cannot even warp in because he doesn't have warp gate tech. And yeah, it's going to be a really gritty opener from Bblack, and I think he really he's looking in good shape here.
Right, and it looks like we're going to see another big macro game. And I wonder which style people are going to do now. He's placing a cybernetics core in front of his wall. That's a bit odd, don't you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's really that dangerous, but it's very possible that we're going to see Bblack in the next 2 minutes throw down a Roach Warren and go for some really heavy free-based Roach play, which is of course very popularized by Stefano in a very popular style as well.
Right. Who here likes Stefano? Oh, that's just one person. Oh, okay. Other people cheering.
Yeah, Stefano, of course, one of the top foreigners. Of course, being very strong against mostly Protoss. And interestingly enough, we have +1 weapons upgrade being researched for Neretic right now, which probably means he's going to go for some Zealot aggression within the next minute. Once he gets his third or his fourth Zealot out, he's going to send those down to the third and see what damage he can do. because +1 Zealots, they're pretty good against Lings and Queens, I can tell you.
Yeah, they are. But Bblack is already attacking through his layer, and that's actually really quick as well.
Wow. Yeah, and look at it. He's taking a lot of gases, so he's probably going to attack to either Mutalisks or maybe even Infestors.
Right, and I know he likes his Infestors. He likes his Mutas as well. Last game he wasn't able to do that much because Neretic was planting violence and cannons everywhere. But this time maybe it will turn out a little bit better. In the meantime, there's actually a robotics facility and a Twilight Council being constructed by Neretic. I mean, what could that mean,
Well, the most typical play, I would say, would be something like a DT drop, because a robotics play gives you both War Prism tech, and of course Twilight Council can give you well, DTs. If you tech into Dark Shrine, and there we go, the Dark Shrine is started in a place I cannot see. There it is.
And there's some units moving across the map as well. It's just a couple of Zealots can do pressure on the fourth base.
Here come the Zealots, I more or less predicted. And keep in mind, this Overlord sees the Dark Shrine, so he should know it. This is on its way. However, these 3 Zealots here, there are only 4 Zerglings out on the map, so they're going to be able to disrupt a whole lot of economy. Right. Now chasing the Queen, not being very effective. He might want to focus down a couple of these drones.
Well, this one Zealot's gonna get taken out, but there's still these other 2 Zealots, and these are gonna take out these Zerglings so quickly. These spine rollers are not even done.
Yeah.
And there's no streak in, but yeah, they're eventually gonna clean this up, and this pressure is cleaned up by Bblack.
Yeah, the pressure didn't really do a whole lot. Of course, it forced his opponent to invest in Zerglings and in spine crawlers rather than drones, putting his economy on a bit of a hold as compared to if he was just droning all the time. I really cannot imagine Bblack hasn't seen this Dark Shrine, which is why at this moment he's getting over at least one Overseer. I'm not sure where it is. It's...
Yes, I think he should be...
Oh, there it is. It's
there
kind of
on the edge of his base. I mean, maybe he suspected something.
Yeah, it's kind of chilling in the fog here, not sure what to do. Oh, and here we go.
They can do what their Zealot brothers couldn't. But if this always going to get picked up, actually.
Yeah, there we go. It's the War Prism with the DTs.
Yeah, it's War Prism with the DTs. That's just classic Neretic.
And here they are. Of course, DTs are just so strong against, well, anything. They do like, what is it, 30 damage per slice.
Yeah.
Not something you want to run into. Of course, Mass Zergling Mass Zergling is kind of reasonably good against it. Overseer still out of position, so the DTs have now free reign. However, it's moving in, and I don't think he's going to be able to snipe the spine. Oh, and he picks it up and he saves.
Picks up one person and the others. That's a great save.
Yeah, that's a really good save. He managed to save every single DT, so he didn't take any damage. And now going to take his third. Knowing he doesn't really have to be afraid. However, there is something he has to be afraid of, which is 11 Mutalisks right now on the way.
Wow, these 11 Mutalisks. I don't know if Neretic is suspecting them. He is building cannons right now. I mean, I don't know where he's building them. Probably at his third, I suppose. Because he's trying to take it, but I don't think Bblack will let him take his third.
And here we have the War Prism now once again moving in. It sees the Spire, it sees the Mutas.
The War Prism is surely gonna go down, and these DTs are in a great spot.
Oh wow, all the DTs go down, and as well as the War Prism, Bblack just shuts down this harassment with great multitasking and defense.
8 more Mutas on the way. Oh, this is gonna be such a big flock, and what does Neretic has to do with this?
Yeah, he's making a Phoenix right now, throwing down a second Stargate, as well as getting a cannon or 2. But he's still gonna have a really hard time defending against his Mutas, which are now swooping down onto the third Nexus, with Neretic's army just completely out of position to defend this.
Wow, and actually he's pulling back because he saw one Phoenix.
Oh, but Phoenix takes a big hit, almost down to, it's almost dead.
Yeah, this is gonna be really tricky now because he's got a micro his Phoenix incredibly well. I mean, in theory, this one Phoenix could destroy all the Mutas, but I don't really think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's warping in more Stalkers right now, which will really help in defending. However, he's morphed them down here, and what's Bblack gonna do? Okay, he's just gonna go for the Nexus again. Maybe not the smartest decision. Oh, is he gonna go for it? No, he decides to pull back, takes down the Phoenix. And right now he's just going to fight against these Stalkers, which are heavily singled out.
And 12 more Mutalisks incoming right now. This is going to be such a big flock. if Bblack can keep the Stalker count and the Phoenix count low, I mean, he could surely do a lot of damage with these Mutalisks.
Yeah, look at these Mutas though. He's taking a lot of damage with them, but I'm really convinced he's going to be able to snipe this Nexus and do even more damage. However, he's not reacting really favorably. Nexus is still up, but he's losing quite a bit of Mutas.
Yeah, he has not done that much. I mean, this micro by Neretic keeping his Stalkers and his Phoenix alive is really great.
Oh, and it looks like Bblack's Mutable has now reached a critical mass, and it's nothing that Neretic can do, and the Nexus falls. He's now morphed in an Archon. I was wondering why he was making DTs, but Archons, they can do a lot of damage against Mutas because of the splash damage, but they're not good on their own. He really needs to get out of there. He's trying to sort of stutter step.
Stutter step micro with the Archon, unbelievable.
However, it doesn't really work out, and Bblack now snipes this Archon, putting Neretic in a really poor position. He's put some Stalkers over here to defend, but really, he's got 6 Stalkers and the Phoenix against 22 Mutas. How are you going to defend against that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have no idea. All these Mutalisks are just wreaking havoc, and in the meantime, Bblack is expanding all over the place. Well, actually, he's just expanding in one place, but I mean, he could be expanding all over the place. And, well, there's even more Mutas coming. I mean, he's determined to max out on Mutas, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he decided he wants to win the game with Mutas, or do you think he'll just have it for map control?
Well, Mutas can win you the game if you manage to get really ahead, and I think this Mutable has almost enough critical mass to just overwhelm him, and now he's going to swoop in on these probes, attacking the pylons first, giving his opponent a warning, but he's not reacting accordingly. Phoenix is now trying to move in, and he's now stacking these Mutas to just focus down these Phoenixes and maybe even the Nexus one by one.
Oh, great micro by Neretic, keeping most of his Phoenixes alive.
Oh, but they're all taking so much damage. I don't think he can even save this Nexus. Where are the Stalkers he needs to defend against this?
And there are no Stalkers coming just yet. I mean, this Nexus is gonna get sniped.
Oh, and there goes the Nexus, and well, it looks like his army was just sitting back here at the third, looking on defensively, and this defense here now actually working against him.
Oh, he can't even get inside his own base because he's blocked out by the forge.
Oh, wow.
Really unfortunate.
And if things go really bad, he now takes out the pylon, depowering a lot of buildings, focusing down even more Phoenixes, more cannons, just completely wreaking havoc into the base of Neretic.
Right, and these Phoenixes here are just nothing more than just a little kind of bugs that are flying around, but I don't think it'll do any much damage against the
Archons finally now having cleared the path through their own base, being able to move up, but Neretic just goes GG. He knows it's over, he cannot defeat this. And well played by Bblack, people. Give him an applause for that.
That's 2-0 for Bblack right now. Well, that will be interesting what we'll have to see in the next game.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see if Neretic will be able to turn this around, or if we're going to see another 3-0 in this NSSL finals.
Yeah, indeed.